Maple Leafs come to Buffalo ready to complete their second last set of back-to-back games. One more here to round out the season. A grand total of 14, but more importantly, an opportunity, perhaps, maybe, just maybe, find a way to win in Buffalo. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Buffalo. Paul Hendrick along with the voice of the club, of course, Joe Bowen. And Joe, again, the historic House of Horrors. We saw it here 10 days ago. Some injuries for the Maple Leafs here, but they're confident they can maybe change the trend.
The little shop of horrors, yes. How many people have made the trek down the QEW only to be bitterly disappointed by some strange goings-on here in Buffalo? There'll be some injuries that the Buffalo Sabres will have to deal with as well. Obviously, Austin Matthews is not quite ready to play yet. Frederik Andersen left the game the other night, although Curtis McElhinney was scheduled to play this game anyway. And I think, and he played very well in relief of Andersen last night in picking up the victory. They just have to kind of try and get over this thing. I mean, this team, the Sabres, are not very good. We might even get Mr. Peters to come out and swing a golf club tonight, because if the Leafs win, the Sabres are officially out of the postseason. So Andrew Peters might have to come back and make another move here. But you know what? It is strange and it is bizarre. And the game in here the last time was as bizarre and strange as they've always been. Goals coming from referees kicking pucks out to players out in the slot. A bunch of real bad bounces that go in. Goaltender interference that is no longer goaltender interference. So hopefully this game will be a little more the way it should be played, and the Maple Leafs, who are the better team, should come out on the top end of things.
Well, McElhinney starts, Garrett Sparks will back up, and Frederik Andersen, well, he's not here. Let's hear from head coach Mike Babcock. Ask the obvious, Mike, an update on Frederik, if you're able to provide it.
Yeah, I don't really have much. I don't think there's much going on there, to be honest with you. He wasn't playing today anyway, so we didn't bring him. Sparky will back up, and Mac will start.
Last night, an opportunity to get the secondary assist twice with those offensive draw zones. How great does that feel, especially when your longtime pal and colleague is able to score in the other end?
Yeah, obviously, whenever James is out there, we just try and get the puck to the net and let him do his work in there. So it starts the face-off. I try and win that and get to the net, and luckily Hardy did a really good job of getting those shots through, and obviously he did what he does best and finished him off in and around the net.
Curtis said it would have been interesting to see what the heart rate monitor looked when he came into the game last night. What sort of appreciation do you have for a backup goalie who was able to kind of come in cold and do what he did?
Yeah, that's a tough job, but again, he did an outstanding job. He came in and played great for us, and was obviously a very big part of that win. And he's been doing that all year. The guys in our room have a lot of confidence in him, and we feel good when he's back there.
Leafs projected lineup tonight, forecast well, just one change. That happens to be on the fourth line. Matt Martin gets back in for the first time in 10 days. His last game played was here in Buffalo. Andreas Johnsson, of course, called up from the Marlies, will get an opportunity to watch this one from the sidelines. As far as the goalies are concerned, Curtis McElhinney will make his first start since February 27th, but did appear in relief of Frederik Andersen at the outdoor game in Annapolis, and of course came in last night to record the victory. He is 5-0-1 in his last 7 appearances, and Robin Lehner will counter for Buffalo. He is 1-0-1 in his last 2 starts, having given up just 6 goals in those games, including a 33-save effort in a 2-1 loss to Vegas here last Saturday. Game time tonight, 7 o'clock, a game that can be seen on TSN4. Joe and Jim with the call on radio. Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Our coverage here on Leafs Nation Network will have Molson Canadian Leafs game day. It is set to begin at 6. Joe and I will see you then.